come on, where is it? No. No. Damn it. Shit, what the fuck did I do with it? Oh. Hi guys, yeah, so, what's up? Right, so guys, you know, as the video title is, I'm doing my Kick-Ass 2 review, but, I'm a little underprepared right now, because, I'm trying to find my costume, and it's in here, unless somebody moved it, but, yeah, so, give me a minute. I think I've almost got it. Where is it? Come on. Damn it, crap. Aha! Yeah. Yeah, so, my Heroboy shirt. The hoodie's in there somewhere also, but yeah. Well, you know, as it's Kick-Ass, it only seemed appropriate to go the hero route myself. So, you know, give me a minute to suit up and we'll get the review underway. So, one sec, guys. There. Alright. Right. Well, guys, this is it. Obviously, the character, Heroboy. And, well, a little backstory really quick. I actually made the costume back in, I want to say, 2005, 2006-ish. Sometime before I'd heard about Kick-Ass. And, well, like I said, it just seemed appropriate to don my costume when talking about Kick-Ass. But I bet you guys don't want to hear about that. You just want to see the review. So, you know, let's just work in the title card really quick and we'll get down to it. So, there we go. That's much better. Anyway, now that I'm properly equipped, you know, let's start the review. Well, I guess one of the first things I should talk about for the movie is the overall plot. Basically, there are three very well intertwined stories that happen throughout the entire movie. First off, you have the story of Dave Blazewski, aka Kick-Ass. Basically, it's several years after the events of the original Kick-Ass movie, and now Dave is a senior, and he's kind of like bored and blah with his normal high school life, and he wants to readopt the guise of Kick-Ass. You know, because, I mean, it really did seem like fun, you know, getting out there, kicking ass, taking names, all that good stuff. So, he wants to get back into the crime-fighting game. You know, so, luckily, he goes to the same high school as former hit girl, Mindy McCready. And in the beginning of the movie, you know, they actually start working together, and she helps him to train, because, well, if you've seen the first movie, you know why she trains him. If you haven't, go see the movie. But anyway, you know, a bit into the movie, you know, Kick-Ass decides to join up with other superheroes that are actually in the community, and he actually joins up with another group that's already formed. So, Kick-Ass joins up with another group, whereas Mindy goes a different route. You know, because of the events at the end of Kick-Ass, you know, and now that things have quieted down, I guess you would say, you know, she wants to try and lead a normal teenage life. But, again, because of her training and such, it's kind of awkward for her to go from crime-fighting badass at, like, I want to say she was maybe 12 in the movie. I don't know the exact age, so don't hate on me for that. But, you know, now it's kind of hard to go from that to normal 15-year-old girl talking about boys and music and whatever else it is you girls talk about. I don't know. So there are those two stories, and they're pretty well intertwined. But also, there's a third story in the background, like I said. This story follows Chris D'Amico. For those of you who don't remember, he was the original Red Mist. But, because of events in the first movie, he drops that guise, and in this movie adopts the identity of the Motherfucker and wants to become the world's first supervillain. It's pretty crazy. But, like I said, these are 3 different stories, but they intertwine so well. Like Kick-Ass and Hit-Girl, they're like right interacting with each other all the time. But Chris's story is in the background a bit, but it doesn't feel bad when they go, oh hey, we're going to go to Chris's story right now, talk about what he's doing. But basically Chris's story is about his obsession with killing Kick-Ass because of the events of the first movie. I know. Sorry I'm being so vague, guys, but if there are people who are watching this review, but they haven't seen the first one for some weird reason, I don't want to ruin it by saying, oh, this happened, and that happened, and this. So I'm trying to drop subtle hints and such to get them to go back and see the first one, and then come back to see this one. But yeah, so he adopts the guise of the Motherfucker, and, well, things start to heat up from there. Basically, in the movie, a new story comes out about Kick-Ass's crime-fighting group. So, the Motherfucker decides to make his own supervillain group, and basically, through a big series of events, it all comes down to a big fight between the heroes of Justice Forever and the bad guys of, I swear they had a name, I just can't remember it. Right, so now that I've got the general story covered, what do I think of the movie? Well, honestly, I have to say it was pretty freaking good. I mean, the actors turn in good performances, the story goes pretty well, it flows so well. Like I said, even though there are 3 different things going on, they transition from one to the next very well. So all of the cinematic work they put into it, very excellent. I'm going to point out, though, this is a rated R movie, so yeah, there's going to be some blood and a little bit of nudity in there. So yeah, definitely not for the kids, trust me. Also, the language is deplorable. Though, they try and work on it a bit throughout the movie, but hey. Who's really going to hold that against them? But anyway, so this is a good movie, like I said. But what makes it a good movie besides that? Well, one of the things I personally liked was one of the overlying themes throughout the movie. It was about, trying to be who you are and not what you feel like you should be. Like, Dave has to, struggle with the idea of, does he stay as a normal teenager, or does he try and still be kick-ass? And Mindy, has some problems of, do I try and be this normal teenage girl, or do I just stay as Hit Girl? It's some pretty heavy-hitting stuff that they deal with in this movie. And I mean, like, that's one of the great things about it, is it's not just humor, it's not just kicking ass, it's not just, the heavy-hitting stuff. They put all of those elements in the movie together, and it works so well. And then also, another big theme, which is very similar to The Dark Knight, was the idea that good has consequences. That whenever a hero rises, there's going to be a villain that comes up too, who wants to stamp him out and, show his superiority. So that's kind of Chris's angle in this. Because like I said, he makes his own supervillain team, and well, stuff gets a little crazy from there. So it's definitely a great movie. Now, comparing this to the original, I have to say that I like Kick-Ass 2 a bit more. That's not to say the first is bad or anything, but like, Kick-Ass 2 just has so much more room to explore. Like, it looks at, okay, now that he's done the Kick-Ass thing, what's going to happen from here? Because things have happened. Things have changed. And the first one is, he's the first one, so there's no real precedence. So it's more of an origin story. But here it's, okay, Kick-Ass happened, they did what they wanted to do, but there are consequences, and now they have to deal with those consequences. So I would say that 2 is the more enjoyable film. But you can't have 2 without 1. So, well, I'd say 2 is better. You know, you definitely need 1 also. So, they complement each other. And because this is a sequel movie, I figured I'd talk about at least my opinions on whether or not there should be a 3rd movie in the series. Well, based on the ending, as well as the after credits snippets, if there's an official name for that, I really don't know it, but anyway, I would say that there's the possibility for it. Personally, I don't feel like it's necessary, but I mean, if Hollywood writes in a good story and really puts the time and effort into making 3, hell yeah, I will go see it. I'm just saying, myself personally, I don't think we need it. It's not necessary. Like, in my opinion, if they did it, it would kind of end up like the 3rd movie in the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy. Whereas, it's a good movie, but the crown jewel of the trilogy is always going to be 2. Period. So, I mean, you know, it's just my thoughts on the movie. And the sequel. So, sequel, not really necessary, but like I said, if they put in the time and effort, oh yeah, I'll go see it. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. So, like I said, it's a good movie. It is rated R, though, so no kids under 17 without an adult or something like that, I think. I don't know the rules, but, you know, follow the rules, guys. Stay good, and, you know, hey, if you like the first movie, check it out. If you haven't seen the first movie but want to see this one, see the first movie. Trust me. You know, there will be some stuff you won't get. Now, if you'll excuse me, guys, you know, I'm gonna go on patrol. You know, do some good. So, I'll catch you next time. Valiant out.